What part of cheetah has the most spots? The outside. I'm calling this Comic Book Editions Volume 198 video, The Quest for Cheetah. I'm going to unbag some more DC Comics Ooshie Pops in today's video, hopefully finding Cheetah. That's the goal. And if you're going to call a video The Quest for Cheetah, I should probably show some comic books that I've recently added into my collection that feature the villainess, right? Yeah, so we'll take care of that as well. Welcome. Before we get started, I want to thank everyone who watched, be it either in the live chat or on the rewind, the first episode last week of JLA vs. Avengers, which was on my YouTube channel. That's the new show, it's monthly, that I'm hosting with John's Comics with Kids, and I had so much fun doing that. If you didn't get the chance to see it, there is a playlist folder here on my YouTube channel, so you can catch it on the rewind. Next month, John and I will take a look at Justice League of America Volume 1, Issue 2 versus Avengers Volume 1, Issue 2 and see which team had the better Issue 2. That will be on his channel. It rotates back and forth between John's Comics with Kids channel and my channel, so make sure to sub him up. Thank you again for your support on this new venture. I had so much fun with the first episode and I am very excited to see where the show takes us. Now on to the comic books. How's this for a cover? I don't know how I missed this 10 years ago, but 10 years ago I was a little bit different collector than I am now. I was much more rigid and structured of the Wonder Woman title only, and I wasn't picking up as many back issues, if any. But here we have Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor, and Cheetah in the cover for Forever Evil A.R.G.U.S, Volume 1, Issue 4. This was released in 2014, Brett Booth doing this cover. This was a strict cover buy. I saw this, I thought, well, this looks like this would be fantastic. I need to pick this up. And this is the only issue that I have from this title. I will say it was a little misleading that maybe this cover should have been on the cover for the next issue. Even though I don't own the next issue, I might want to pick it up. Because Cheetah and Wonder Woman, for the most part, aren't even in this story. I think Cheetah's on 2 different pages and Wonder Woman only makes a very brief cameo appearance in 1 page. Most of the setup is Steve Trevor trying to figure out how he can save the Justice League. And then at the end of the issue, he realizes, I'm going to need the magic lasso, the golden lasso of Wonder Woman's to be able to save the Justice League, and Cheetah has it. So essentially, everything that you see here on the cover, so much, I mean, it's the cliffhanger, if that, because, I don't know, they really don't go into combat together that I remember from reading this issue. So I'll probably have to pick up the next issue. It was a decent read, though. Although I will say, just looking at the covers, the next issue has Killer Frost on the cover. So I never would have thought, oh, that's the one I really need to pick up. But it is a cool cover buy and a book that I'm happy to have in my collection, nonetheless. While we're talking Wonder Woman, what am I doing talking Wonder Woman on this channel, huh? I know, surprise, surprise. I like to show you the Wonder Woman incentive covers that I've added into my collection. I get all of the covers that are released, but the incentive ones are usually the ones that I show up because sometimes people don't see those or you don't see those as often. So the last issue, Wonder Woman number 9, this is the Daniel Sampere Virgin cover. It's a 1 in 25 incentive cover. So the main A cover looked just like this, but had trade dress. This is the Virgin version of this. What a great issue this is. So once again, it's Tom King writing. Daniel Sampere, who did the cover, is the regular interior artist inside. And at this point in the story, Sovereign has taken Wonder Woman captive, and he's playing mental games with her and the solitude that she's in. And sometimes she doesn't even get fed. You know, a lot of times she doesn't even get fed. And it's what's going on in Wonder Woman's mind, being held captive and in solitude. And each page is like a different adventure in her mind, but she constantly goes back to Steve Trevor. And I love that. And there is a page too with Wonder Woman fighting Cheetah in one of her, I don't know necessarily if you call it memories or if you call them visions that she's having, or maybe a little bit of both. Because Steve is telling her in the story, you know, I'm not really here, that you're imagining this. but there's so many great things, and each page is like a different little mini chapter just contained to one page. There's like a tribute to the Great Gatsby in here. Another fantastic issue. And then the new issue of Wonder Woman number 10, came out last week. Here's the 1 in 25 incentive cover for that. Jeff Spokes doing the artwork for this. We have the Wonder Girls there, and they do appear in the story. Cheetah's not on the cover, but she is on the main A cover for this issue. And it's mostly a Wonder Woman versus Cheetah story. And it was really good, I thought. Really enjoyed this a lot. Tom King also goes on to establish that Barbra Minerva is not the first Cheetah. He mentions Priscilla Rich. He mentions Debbie Domaine. I loved that. I would love for Tom King to kind of pull on that thread a little bit more and give us a lost story from the past that it either involved Priscilla Rich or Debbie Domaine. But I love the inclusion of them as being cheetahs formally. And it was so good. This entire issue was great. And I've like many people, have loved the series and what's happened with it. I mean, it doesn't take much for me to love a Wonder Woman series, but on the flip side too, there was a time, not the last creative team, but creative teams before the last one. There was a creative team on here that didn't get this book at all and wasn't as enjoyable for me. But the last creative team and this team were back on track with some stories that I really like. That's the comic book portion that I'm going to show you. We're going to do some Ooshie Pop unbaggings, I should say, in just a moment. First, if you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I wonder what has taken you so long to subscribe. Seriously, though, it would help get me to 1K, which is my goal. Sharing this video on this channel with someone else that you think might enjoy is another great way to show support. That algorithm loves it. When you click the bells and give it hearts and thumbs up and stuff like that, the algorithm goes crazy. I go crazy reading your comments, and I love those. Before the video is over, trust me, I will be asking you to leave some comments on what you're seeing in today's video. But thank you in advance for helping a friend out. Truly appreciate it. It was my Comic Book Editions Volume 193 video that I impulsively went to Walmart prior to filming that and bought some of these DC Comics Ooshies, Ooshie Pops. What essentially they are, I think are like little pencil toppers. And I found them in a clearance bin. Normally $3, and they were clearance down to 75 cents. And I'm like, let's take it, let's see. They had so many great characters to choose from. And just a recap for you of the characters that I got in my last time were Lex Luthor, Hawkgirl, Shazam, Hawkman, Black Canary, The Flash, and Cyborg. Plus, technically, I got a Wonder Woman as well because she was in the display box, which I took with me because I bought all of them. Well, shortly after doing that unbagging, I was back at Walmart and I'm like, yeah, they still have some more there. It looked like they almost had found some more or had somehow restocked more into the clearance. So I did grab a handful of them, which is what we're going to unbox today. I think I have 6. My ultimate goal is to get Cheetah. She is the one that I want the most. If I can't have Cheetah, of course, Wonder Woman's always great, but really any character that I haven't gotten already would be a plus for me. I guess it's time to find out what we're going to get. I'm purposely starting with this Ooshie because I'm going to be honest with you. When I was checking these out at the self-checkout, I noticed that this one was opened. And it was opened pretty good, like enough that I could see in to see who it was. And I peeked in there, and all I had to do was do a quick little peek like that. And I went, oh, I know who it is. But of course I bought the figure anyway, because I can officially say it's the Gold Glitter Batman, which is considered the chase. This is the rarest one out of this entire wave of the DC Comics Ooshies to get. So I said, yes, this is the rarest one you could get. Of course, I'm going to get this one. Had I peeked in there and it was a character I already had, might have been a different situation. I might have left it there, but I was like, oh, I promise you I didn't open it up and peek inside. I don't know how it got open, but it was in there, and I've added it into the Ooshie collection now. Okay, so we have 5 true surprises to look at right now. And let's unbag another one. Like I said, Cheetah's the goal, or anyone else that I don't already have. If I have to have a duplicate, Wonder Woman for sure. Oh, I always made a prediction too, and I swear to you, I did not look. At least I didn't see what was inside. I made predictions in the last video. Okay, I want it to be Cheetah. I think it's going to be Scarecrow. Scarecrow, that's my prediction. No, it's not Scarecrow, but it's one I don't have. It's the King of the Seven Seas. It's Aquaman. All right. Aquaman is, I'm looking at my cheat sheet over here. He is a common. So I had the back of my Ooshie box from the last time right over here telling, so I can cheat a little bit and know who's common and who isn't. And there's that Wonder Woman that was in the display. Okay. Want it to be Cheetah. I think it's going to be Red Tornado, who actually isn't red, he's a gold variant. But I want it to be Cheetah. I was close. It's the Golden Shazam. Okay, correction time. I honestly thought that this was the Bronze Shazam when I unbagged this. But you only get one shot at doing an unbagging. And I realize now this is actually the Bronze Robin. So we will correct that and let you know that I now have a Bronze Robin. Do not have a Bronze Shazam. But it's still cool to have and to be able to add into the collection. You really can't tell by feeling these. Maybe if it's Hawkman you can tell, but outside of that, want it to be Cheetah. I think it's going to be, I'm looking at my choices. I think it's going to be Superman. It's not Superman. Oh, it's Robin. So this one is considered actually a common. It's Robin. The Bronze Robin. I live not too far from the Bronze Fonz, which is a statue of Henry Winkler from his Happy Days. I haven't gone to see it yet, but it is a goal of mine. Maybe this summer to actually see the Bronze Fonz. But until then, I got the Bronze Robin. Maybe I take the Bronze Robin and see the Bronze Fonz. But we're down to three left, trying to get Cheetah. Want it to be Cheetah. I think it's going to be, it's going to be Superman. So I think it's going to be Superman. I know I said that last time. Not Superman. Oh, it's a duplicate. It is Lex Luthor. And as I mentioned, the other time, someone had called these Jolly Rancher Lex Luthor, and it does kind of look like that. But, okay, that's okay. I think Lex Luthor was the very first one that I opened up to when I was doing those unbaggings back in Comic Book Editions, Volume 193. Okay, I got my first dupe. No more dupes unless it's Wonder Woman. Want it to be Cheetah. Want it to be Cheetah? I think it is Cheetah. How about that? I'm going to think positive. Want it to be Cheetah? I think it is Cheetah. Did I make it happen? No. But I got one that I didn't have. Here we got Batman. Now, what are they calling this one? The White Batman. Well, I guess that makes sense. Okay. This is our last chance. Want it to be Cheetah. It's Superman. It's not Superman. It's not Cheetah. Looks like we have another Batman, but not the gold glitter Batman. And I didn't have him, so that's good. I'm trying to see if this one has a name. What are they calling him? Armored Batman, clear armored Batman. Okay. All right, that's our unboxing today. The quest for Cheetah was unsuccessful. But did I have fun? Absolutely. And I got the very rare hardest chase to find. That's not too bad. I didn't get any ladies at all this time. Although I did get a fair share of ladies last time, so I guess it does balance out a little bit. Now we're at that part of the video where I say to you, please comment. Let's talk about the things that I showed today. Were you surprised I didn't get a cheetah? You know, my predicting wasn't too bad the last time I was doing it, but my predicting this time went. I'll go back and look at Walmart to see if they have any more of these, but I don't think that they do. But I'll go back and check anyway because I really want that cheetah. We'll see. I don't think they had any left. I might check some other Walmarts too if I have any luck. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. In the meantime, please leave me a comment. We can dialogue about all of the things that I shared. Cheetah, Wonder Woman, the books that I showed, the Ooshies. Do you have any Ooshies? They even have some good Ooshies for Marvel characters too that I liked. Not trying to go down this rabbit hole, but it just was, for the funsies of it, worth the discounted money that I paid for it. Wouldn't have paid full price for these for sure, but enjoyed chasing them out of the clearance aisle. And that brings an end to our Comic Book Editions Volume 198. Yesterday, I dropped my back issue of the week YouTube short, so please check that out if you haven't already. It's 60 seconds about a comic book out of my personal collection. We have Fanboys Live and the Retro Review coming up this Sunday night with Comic Food 2814 and Signature King. We'll have the latest DC Comics news and a review on a classic DC Comics story. It is the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube, and I hope you can join us for that. In the meantime, next week is Comic Book Editions Volume 199. I'm going to call that one 4 Fantastic Comics and More. You probably already have an idea what I'm going to share in next week's video, but tune in to see if you're correct. In the meantime, thank you again for watching and for your friendship. Have a happy, safe, and healthy week, and I'll visit with you again soon. Take care. Bye.